Hi guys, and welcome back to our I don't want to walk, it's too... Hi guys, welcome back to our channel! In today's video we'll be working on the R56 Mini and probably catching up on about 2 years worth of YouTube videos that I should have been doing. Okay, so not much has changed, to be fair, in 2 years, apart from the fact that I have cut my hair off, I'm no longer ginger, we have a lovely little doggy called, obviously, Cooper. He's not really up for the YouTube videos, if I'm honest with you, but I just thought I'd introduce him. I've still got my car. My car does need a lot of work, which is probably going to provide a load of content, but it does require me having the actual finances to buy everything that I need to rebuild the entire engine. So that hopefully is going to be coming up as a series on its own anyway. But Tim, our mechanic over at Talk Monkey, has purchased this R56 for actually a really good bargain, to be honest. So we shall be putting on some mods. So today we will be fitting the Direnza. Hold on, what are we actually fitting? Probably should have read that box before we started the video, really. Okay, so today we are going to be fitting the Direnza Induction Kit for the R56. I will pop all of the links in the description below. Obviously, Direnza also do the kits for all the different minis as well. So I'll kind of include them, but obviously today we're focusing on the R56. I haven't actually opened one of these boxes before, so I shall be doing a little bit of an unboxing for you. It is a shame that we are about a week before my nails are done, so they are looking rotten, so please don't judge, but let's get this box open and see what's included. Okay, well, firstly, I am in love with a company that puts these in bags rather than just having them loose. I mean, I'm not sure how much they were going to take an impact, but they are pretty cool that they're in bags. That's not what we're here for though. So we have got a bracket of some description. We have got a box with, I think we're gonna have to open all of this out on the floor. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's got quite a nice little texture. Come in on that and see that. I've been on TikTok too much. Okay, so to keep it kind of as fair as possible to an average buyer that's going to be purchasing these, no one's told me what these things are, and there aren't any instructions in the box. So I guess this is probably going to be kind of a helpful video for those that are buying it. But this is everything that is included. We have this plate, this pipe, another plate. Actually, whilst we're here, I am going to explain, this does have some damage on it, but we were given this on a slightly discounted rate for that purpose. So ignore that, we are going to touch that up. Obviously your ones should come out absolutely fine. Then we've got the actual coffin shaped box where the filter lives with the filter. I haven't obviously taken it out yet, but that's what it looks like in a bag. And then all the fittings, etc, etc. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to start, so we might have to look in the engine bay now for a bit of an idea. So flat-headed screwdriver at the ready. Again, I haven't been told exactly what to do, so John may intervene at any point, but I can kind of see basically the same shapes of what we have just opened in the box. So I'm going to go with undoing this Jubilee clip and this Jubilee clip. This obviously has got to come undone, but I'm going to assume at that point it should just all lift out. One quite cool part about the Direnza kit that I have noticed, and slow-mo moving around, we have a new camera if you can't tell, is the fact that it does include the base part of it. Some of the induction kits on the market only have the top half, so you have to keep your original from factory bottom. Sorry, the benefit of doing this job outside while the workshop's busy is the fact that I am now in a really busy yard and there's just vehicles everywhere, so I do apologise for the background noise. But it is also coming up to winter, so it's going to be pitch black in about 3 minutes, so we can't really take our time doing this either.
Ooh, we should do a time. It's 14:58.
We should probably also say what day we're on. Tim, the dog's drinking the drink. Cooper, you're not really supposed to do that.
I don't care.
I do apologise, I had to go and get gloves. I physically can't bear the feeling of my nails touching metal. And I'm sure that's a thing, but it makes me feel well on edge. So anyway, right, now I've got gloves on. So these are now loose. Hold on a minute then. Where's the dog? Okay, so the time that John gave you means nothing because we've just had a couple of customers. So disregard the time that John gave you on his watch. I'm still... I have basically just undone 2 Jubilee clips, and that's all I've managed to do so far.
Oh, it's holding on my beat. New updated time. 17.
This is why
24.
the YouTube videos have been slow, because there is no time to do them. But anyway, let's take this off first. I have kind of already cheated because it is loose, but for the effects of the camera, I'm going to take it off and put it over here. I think take this off first. This is going to show whether or not I've undone it enough. Does that just pop off? Mm-hmm. Right, okay, so that's off. What happens to this? I'm assuming that comes off that end. I'm also going to assume that if I'm doing it wrong, someone's going to tell me before I break something.
Wiggle and pull. Wiggle and
I can't pull it off. Oh, pulling it off from a different end. Someone could have told me that. Now I look like an idiot. Right, the pipe is off, and I did it 100% by myself. Take 4,237,000. I don't have to undo this. There is a secret torque screw down here, which without a torch is almost impossible to see. Let me get my phone and I'll show you. But it is down there. John's not looking at it either, but there it is, the little shiny head. So we will undo that, and then I think everything else is kind of clipped into position. So again, I will just basically yank, pull and see what happens. Does that come all the way out, or am I going to lose it?
Guess we'll find out.
Okay, well, I'm going to risk losing that thing. Oh, it doesn't come out. No, it doesn't come out. My silent stagehand. Come back. I don't know how much I can pull this. Oh, actually, that was quite easy. I'm not going to lie. In fact, it felt like it was barely in there. But the old one is now out. I'm going to assume that we're just going to do the reverse in that order. So maybe the base first. I'm going to assume. I'm going to pick up the base and then wait for someone to tell me off.
Sorry.
Okay, so I was nearly right. This is obviously one of the first parts that needs to go on. However, this lives underneath it in those 2 holes. It connects that way there. Hold on a minute, no. This way here. And then these bottom bits here connect to where these bungs have come from, basically. So it sort of sits like that. I will need to kind of manoeuvre things around. I do also need to grease my nipples. These aren't nipples, these are bungs. But grease my bungs doesn't sound as good. Also, look at this. I actually ordered this yesterday without realising that I was going to need it. And this is actually possibly my most favourite part of the entire garage, because when you push down, it comes out like that. And it's the most satisfying thing ever. Except the problem is, once I've started pushing, it's really hard to stop, because all I want to do is just push the whole tub out. But yeah, welcome to how boring my life is. Okay, just to clarify, because I feel like this isn't a very informative video, but there are 5 of this shape. I probably should have measured them, but we are losing light really fast. So there are 5 of this shape, and they are going to be the 2 that connect to the airbox and 3 that connect to the bungs, basically. So I'm going to attach these first, then grease them up, then pop it on the car, then pop the box on top. I think that's the order I'm doing it in. I'm not sure. It does also come with this, I should have mentioned, which is obviously a lot easier doing it up that way round than any other way. I'm going to say this way up before Tim corrects me for the 4 minute time. Oh, hold on a minute. No, okay, so he's just presenting me with a washer. Make it look smooth and make it look like I had that already.
Done.
Man, these videos are so chaotic. Right, I also have no feeling in these gloves. To be honest with my vice-like grip, I don't think these even need tightening.
Oh, no, turns out the other way.
Okay,
Dip them.
let's do a dib dab. I have absolutely no idea how greasy these are supposed to be, so I'm going to say
that looks lovely.
probably that's too much.
Yeah, but it's fun because it's Tim's fault.
You're going to say I'm not the one getting that back out again. Whose idea was it to get a dog? Right, I'm going to assume that this now has to be attached to the box. Turns out they shouldn't have been pre-greased before I attached to the box. So, yeah, that's my problem, not yours. But hold a minute, which way up does that go? I'm assuming it's going to have to go that way to avoid that way. So that way and then that way onto there. Okay, right, 2 seconds. Let me just tighten these without getting it all over my coat. I pity the man who's got to take this back out. Just a bit wonky really on the thread. It'll be a bit longer.
Oh, actually, to be fair.
Okay, so that was actually a really easy task, just made complicated with me. So now we have 3 bungs on the bottom with that contraption thing there, and I am going to just push it straight down, is that correct? Okay, let's try and do that without getting really messy. Hold on a minute. Oh, actually, to be fair, that's pretty easy to do. And we've only got a couple of scratches on the front of that. It's going to hurt my nails. Okay, right, so this is obviously the existing plastic pipe that was already there that's come out. I have actually taken this seal off already because, well, I've done it through the art of asking Tim, but because this semicircular horseshoe bit comes in and then it pushes down. Yeah, okay, so there's a threaded bit here and there's a hole through here, and it will just go down and secure itself in place like so. I'm going to say a naughty word if this pinches their finger and breaks a nail. It's not even in the right place, is it? Probably should. No, it's not at all in the right place. Give me 5 seconds. Tim, quick, put it in. Okay, and then that is held in place with this, which I'm now can't let go, and I can't put the Allen key on the end of it because it is literally going to fall straight through. Oh no! Nearly lost it.
Yes. Now.
Okay, so obviously the filter will go in there, but to connect that to anything, it is on this little chimney top hat piece here. It does just push through. It's kind of a tight fit, but it's not actually horrific. I'm going to assume it goes all the way up to the end, and then that will go on here with a Jubilee clip.
Scratch.
Just leaving my mark. Oh,
Scratch.
there's a reason why I don't work in the workshop.
Alright, so phones.
Right, okay, my back's killing me, and all we've done is about 5 things. Right, I think now is probably a silicone pipe. That's my guess. It's also dinner time. Kind of skipped ahead a little bit because it is now really dark suddenly. But basically we've got the metal pipe here with a short stumpy bit of silicone, obviously 2 clips to hold it on in place. This time around I have actually tightened them a little bit before we put them on, so I'm not there forever. And then we have this bendy bit of silicone on there. We've got these as well. I do need to tighten these up, but I was trying to decide which way round I wanted them to be. So those need to go on next. So everything on here just needs to be tightened now. Okay, so semi-tight all the way around, and then onto the turbo, taking care of that probably expensive to replace pipe. Okay, and we are on. So that is there. Then we've got this silicone pipe, which will just push into this end. Probably should have put that on first because that's going to be a nightmare to get on now. But there we go. And then a Jubilee clip this end. I'm very happy. Yes.
Time update.
Okay, so this is now all in position. I have got every torch facing me, so I honestly dread to think what the lighting you can see is. But we are now going to attach the trim that they give you. I cannot see anywhere else that this would fit apart from around the edge of this box. So pop that on first. Then I've got the 5 little bolts that then screw the cap over the top, the lid thing over the top of that. And then I believe that whole end is sort of done. We've just got something possibly over here. I'm not sure. Let's do this first. I'd want that to meet in the back. Oh, I thought that went straight through the palm of my hand then. I actually felt my stomach turn just in case. Oh, it's really hard to push. Ow. Oh my goodness, that is really painful. Is there a knack to putting this on?
Push.
Okay, I'm just going to waft my hands in and out of view and pretend in a moment that I've done all of this myself. That does hurt your hands, doesn't it?
A bit different.
Yeah. What I make up for in pain cells,
Yeah,
you
it's
make
hard
up
to-
for in
It's
brain
hard to
cells.
hold up for the old camera and also press it all down. I must say.
Man, alive is so painful.
Something like that painful, isn't it?
Okay, trim's on. Time for the cover. Which way up do you want it, Tim? That way or that way? Right. Do you want the good news? It doesn't really fit with the trim.
It's because it's not meant to, I'm meant to put the tabs inside.
Oh, are you? Well, how am I supposed to do that up? Doesn't really fit like that either.
Evaluation time. Time update. 18:14.
Push it more towards John. That's it.
Definitely a 3-man job.
Okay, so I can confirm that the tabs go inside. Actually, to be fair, I quite like. It feels like quite a good seal. It's very tight. I've only done one up, obviously. I'm going to do the rest, but I think that looks really smart already. I am actually genuinely. I'm not even just saying that because I know it's nearly time to get on the sofa and have a hot water bottle. But I am genuinely quite pleased with this bit of kit. I think this is actually my favourite R56 thing that I've put on a car.
I think for the money as well.
It's also my only one, but you know.
Also the,
Oh no, yeah, 100%, I agree. But I think this actually genuinely looks really cool. And I really like the fact that it's got like the top and bottom rather than just the top. That's not going in, is it? Look down there. Okay, so we are pretty much there. It is now really late, I'm not going to lie. It's not really late, but it's really late for Miriam.
1831.
I've got so much Married at First Sight to catch up on. So anyway, this is the next thing to go on. These have been positioned for me. Basically, we've got the extra long bolts that are in the pack with these sort of spacers, and they go straight onto those two holes that are there at the front. I'm going to have to put these on pretty carefully, otherwise I feel like we're going to lose the position of them. That's in a hole. That's in a hole. Okay, maybe. Oh my goodness, this is like Mensa level. Okay, while we're still here, wait, I'm gonna wait for this thing. I'm just gonna be very kind to Jonathan and Tim, who deliberately didn't tell me that most of this has to go on before you put it on the car. So I'm gonna be really kind to you and say that we have actually done it a little bit cack-handed now. But basically, everything up to when I started doing it up and putting the filter on, you basically do off the car, if that makes sense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like write a list in the description of the actual way round of doing it. But this was really fiddly doing it once everything else was in place. So in hindsight, it would be done a different order, but I mean, it is physically possible to do it if you follow my ridiculous instructions. But if you want to do it the right way, make sure that you check the description box below. And then I'm just going to tighten these up, and then I'll be good to go. Just give it a wash. Not wash, a wipe. What? Wait. You've given it to me on dough up. Okay, so that is it. John's going to do a couple of like shots around to show what it looks like. I actually think it's a really decent looking bit of kit. I really like it. I think genuinely, if I was to go back and have a choice of whether I was going to use this one or not, I would go back and choose it. So we're going to start it up, then do like some before and afters to show you what the actual sound difference sounds like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm really sorry it's a little bit slapdash and chaotic, but the next one shall be improved, and hopefully actually it uploaded a lot quicker than the last ones. The gap has been far too long. So if you've got any ideas on what you would like to see, pop a message in the comments below. Obviously do all the like, the subscribe, thumbs up and everything. I'd be really appreciative of it, and I shall see you in the next video.
But what's the time?
Oh yeah. I thought John was going to ask me to do something else and I nearly cried.
1845. I don't know when we started.
I don't know. It is the same day though.